They call it nerd prom.
I guess they do, but they talk about it as though it's like, oh, this big celebration and like red carpets and stuff. Like, who the hell wants to see any of these people on a red carpet? Like, thanks so much for the 700 words daily.
So CNN treated this like it was the State of the Union address. Like the big run up to it was covered. They had full panel coverage, CNN team coverage of the White House Correspondents Dinner. The brilliant Debbie Murphy, Canadian Debbie, has assisted in putting together a little montage of some of the pre-gaming that went on CNN prior to this event. Watch this.
But these are live pictures right now that people enjoy. I don't know if this is the salad or the dessert portion of the meal?
It is the wine portion of the meal, which is a very important portion tonight.
Yes, I do see that on the table right there.
It's kind of exciting, though.
You know, everyone looks great there. We're just trying to give people the play-by-play of every minute. I don't know what's going on there.
Is it an ascot on the outside, Scott? I don't know.
It's like a tie and an ascot, a tascot. It's a merger between the two. You can see Trevor Noah there. This is live pictures right now. Trevor Noah hobnobbing with White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki just a little bit prior to when he will be delivering jokes. I did not mean to interrupt.
Not at all.
How would you describe Joe Biden comedy?
Well, he's great in one-on-one settings.
This isn't one-on-one.
3,000 to 1.
I was kind of bearing in the lead.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
You guys.
Wow.
Can you think of anything that needs play-by-play commentary less than a White House Correspondents Dinner? I mean, just filling all that dead air. You know, you almost feel being in this line of work now, Megyn. I almost kind of feel bad for him having to fill all that time, that empty air. So when people they're eating appetizers, and you got to make it sound interesting.
Once you're out there, you're dead. The no had to come when the CNN bosses went to them and said, "Here's what we'd like you to do." It needed to be shut down before it ever started.
I mean, the whole thing, and even CNN doing like a play-by-play of it, just makes it so conceited of these journalists just celebrating themselves, depicting themselves as war heroes, and the grotesqueness of it all. Well, I mean, you always see, as always at these events, the help is wearing masks, and then all the stars and celebrities, they're too good for masks.
Except none of them are stars and celebrities. That's what gets
That's
me.
what makes it even worse.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? I guess we had Kardashian and Pete, which is basically like every journo took a selfie with over the weekend,
Right.
But then they set the whole thing up as this is some grand event. Like, can you imagine doing color commentary on top of it? You're like, you're looking now live at, well, nothing you want to look at.
I mean, it is like the Hunger Games or something. You're seeing all these people in DC, celebrating themselves, and Joe Biden even laughing at a joke about how everything's getting more expensive for Americans, how it's getting harder to afford food and gas. And it's the funniest thing in the world for them.
I think we have that. Do we have that?
It's not like they haven't put American people through 2 years of, if they're lucky, if they have maintained a job, they're having to be masked up. Their kids are having to be masked up. It's insane.
Here, listen, we have the Trevor joke about inflation and Joe Biden yucking it up. He finds inflation hilarious. Watch.
Ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. Gas is up, rent is up, food is up. Everything. No, it really has been a tough first year for you, Mr. President.
Okay, I get it. Be a good sport, laugh and all. But the fact is, people are really hurting. And there was a poll out just, I think, today or yesterday showing it was at 94% of the American people say they're either concerned or disturbed about inflation right now. So as the president who unleashed these policies on us, you're going to have to be a little careful.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I love a good roast, right? I mean, I think all of us do. Megyn, I know you love a good roast. I mean, like comedy being comedy again. I love that idea. And I love the fact that you can roast the president of the United States sitting next to him. But these are the same people who enforce the no comedy absolute deadlock on everything else in American culture.
Right.
That's right.
Nothing is funny unless they're doing it with themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the one joke that Joe Biden did, which I actually appreciated, was when he came in, he was like, it's nice to be in a room with people who have a lower approval rating than me. Talking about the media.
That killed.
Which I really like.
That was a good line. But how about this? Speaking of the self-congratulatory, tone of it all, Trevor Noah, he actually did a decent job in the overall. I expected him to be far more partisan and kind of unfortunate, but I have to say he wasn't. he, of course, ended it by touting how important the press is, in response to which they got all teary-eyed and excited out there that, Trevor Noah had something nice to say about them. Here's it in part, soundbite 8.
I really hope you all remember what the real purpose of this evening is. Yes, it's fun. Yes, we dress nice. Yes, the people eat, they drink, we have fun. But the reason we're here is to honor and celebrate the Fourth Estate and what you stand for. What you stand for. An additional check and balance that holds power to account and gives voice to those who otherwise wouldn't have one.
Do they? That group right now?
Yeah, we know why we're here. We hold Republicans accountable. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, we dox random people on the internet. That's our job. That's how we hold the powerful to account.
Cue the national anthem playing quietly underneath the Taylor Lorenz. Yes.
It's like, journalism is supposed to be about comforting the afflicted and afflicting the comfortable. And right there, he says, it's up to us to hold the people in power to account. When in that room, it was less of a ball and more of just buddies hanging out.
Yeah.
It was the White House press corps and the White House press just hanging out. Like the only difference is they're wearing tuxedos. Otherwise, it's the same as business as usual.
It's like, are you looking at Peter Doocy? Because outside of that one guy, there isn't anybody in the White House press corps doing that right now. Anybody? What happened to Fearless Maggie Haberman? Remember Fearless Maggie Haberman? And actually, Trevor Noah made a joke about how the fact checker over at CNN and that I think it was the Washington Post went totally silent. They like they're gone. What happened to them?
There was an article, I think it was in Politico last week, that was basically like, oh, well, the briefing room now, it's so boring because, Biden's such a normal president.
And she's so
good.
Psaki.
Yeah, Psaki's so good.
Psaki's just so good. We're not going to get any book deals. This is a ho-hum assignment now.
Well, that's true. They're not going to get book deals.
Absolute indictment on the press of that's what their mission was, is they loved having Trump there because they could make careers off of trying to attack him, getting book deals of how they're like the final guardian of democracy left in America.
Right.
And in the absence of them being able to create their careers off of that, they're like, what are we supposed to do? Our job? That's crazy.
Cryptocurrency may represent the future of money. It's one of the most exciting investment opportunities to come around for some time. But what about taxes? Well, with an Alto crypto IRA, you can trade crypto like Bitcoin and avoid or defer the taxes. Alto's crypto IRA is the easy way to get crypto into an IRA. You can trade all you want without the tax headache. Create an account in just a few minutes. No setup charges, no account fees. Secure trading 24/7 through Alto's integration with Coinbase. Ready to take your investments to the next level? Diversify like the pros and trade without tax headaches. Open an Alto crypto IRA with as little as $10. Just go to altoira.com/Megyn. That's ALTOIRA.com/MEGYN. Start investing in cryptocurrency today. You're not going to get a better offer than this one. Go to altoira.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.